The Kenny Veach break-in video is hugely important, not to pit relatives against relatives, but because it, stuff is there that if that's Kenny Veach, it blows the whole case wide open. But also I have questions to the relatives, and so this isn't really going to be strong opinions on my part. I will, obviously I'm going to say stuff. But let's look at the video. And also people got the misperception I said that was Kenny Veach. I said it could be. It's like, what's behind door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? It's not all of one thing or all of the other. So let's look at it, and I'll make some comments. And there's some very important questions in here to family or friends.
And Jones in less than a minute.
Okay. The first thing is this was a professional burglar that appears to be too young. A professional flake that looks like almost everyone in Las Vegas. This was a professional burglar, and I just don't see Kenny Veach as that. He broke in through the window. He didn't do the door because maybe there was security tape on it where you break it, the cop come running, but he broke in through the window and then climbed in, possibly getting his legs gashed like climbing in over shark teeth. But no, this was a professional break-in by a professional burglar. And so while I'm thinking about it, the other thing is that notice the video is terrible. It's all blocked out. That the so-called laptop appears to be that thing right there. Okay, so he comes around and goes under here and grabs something which is blocked by the news, and then races back over. He grabs something from under there, races back over, does his funny leg movement, and then comes over and climbs back out the window. So there's several questions. That could the door be not unlocked from the inside? Like for fire danger, you can't lock a door where you can't get out. So from the inside, you must be able to get out that door. You can't have a door where you can't get out because of fire stuff. So why did he not just walk back out the door? Let himself up, walk back out the door. No, he climbs back through the window. But I don't think it's Kenny Veach, but it's not all black or white. It has to be one thing or the other. And the family members also, they did not say we know for sure. They watched video 10 times and debated among themselves. So the family members cannot tell from this shitty video, which is blocked out, that was Kenny Veach. And no detective never said, well, we have evidence he is alive. And that's him, he's still alive. Nobody never said that. So here's a couple of things that in the video uploaded a few days ago by someone, they went in and there was a crowd of people in here, like 40 people, and you're looking at one area here, and Debbie Veach probably wasn't even there. And so a crowd of people coming in, anyone could wander in and see this display case. You probably can look through it. So as far as the laptop, here's the other thing. A laptop over here, this is very important, is to the size of it, because if that's 12 inches, that makes it it could be a $1,700 laptop or iPad. Okay, so he comes in, goes straight for it like what he knew he was getting. The other thing is there was 2 windows. There's the front doors. The 2 windows are over here. One he broke in, but the other window he could quite easily look in and see that the laptop was there, possible $1,700. So that's the other thing, that people go in, iPads, laptops, they can be worth $1,000 or more. He didn't want to go in and steal no goddamn crystals and candles. No, but this was a professional burglar, and it leans against Kenny Veach, but it can't be ruled out that it's him. And the family did not never view this video. Well, they may say that's him, but they're looking at the same stuff we saw. Okay, so let me let it play.
And as 13 Action News reporter Brian Callahan explains, it is what happened after that caught the owner's attention.
Deep down, Debbie Veach just wants the man who broke into her Enchanted Forest Reiki Center to be caught, analyzing the security video for any clue to his identity.
You blow up the image, the grain.
Anyway, you know, I don't want to say that anybody that questions Debbie Veach is a sick person, but
Or the face gets.
But it's what happens after the burglar smashed the window with the crowbar, grabbed an iPad, and left.
now let's look at the outside of the building.
Not when he opens up the blinds either and leaves. He's already been gone, you know, for a little bit.
What do you think it was? Veach knows the logical explanation is the break-in stirred up.
Also notice that she told the news that it's likely that it stirred up dust. But the news only plays about spiritual orbs. Well, she said she didn't think that, but part of her wanted to believe it.
Dust that was picked up by the camera.
Seems to me if it was dust, that would have shown immediately.
But says being a...
Now remember, when he busted in through here, through the blinds, the so-called laptop was there. It was disturbed. And he jumps in, but it was already there. Then he comes over, gets this. So it showed that the person was looking for items of, you know, low volume, like laptops, cell phones, shit like that.
Spiritual person, part of her wants to believe those specks are something else.
All of a sudden, these, what I feel are very spiritual orbs that came in after he left, getting the bad juju out.
In the end, she says the best sign would be the video helping police.
Okay, now you see the blinds that flew up? The so-called laptop or iPad was already there. And then he comes around,
capture the burglar. Brian Callahan, 13 Action News.
Now when you look at the building, if he was at the second window, he could have looked in or even been in there and saw things like the laptop or whatever. But the screen blacked it out. The news blacked it out. We can't see who Kenny Veach is or whatever. And even the Veach family members, they looked at this. They didn't have no secret correct video from Debbie Veach. No, in their conversations, they said, Google in this, and they viewed this exact same shit. And yet this is 100% positive. That's my dad. That's my dad. No way. We've viewed his videos, and on his videos of him cave hikes and stuff, we probably know better what he looked like than they did. The daughter Vickie, it could have been years since she ever saw him. But there was no consensus among family members. Everyone says it was Kenny Veach. He's still alive. But let me keep going.
Right.
No, but
it's what happens
let's go back
after
to
the
where
burglar smashed the window with the crowbar, grabbed an iPad, and left that caught her attention.
It's not when he opens up the blinds either and leaves. He's already been gone, you know, for a little bit.
Right near Sahara and Jones in less than a minute. And as 13 Action News reporter Brian Callahan explains, it is what happened after.
That's no Kenny Veach. A maniacal professional burglar? But it could be. It could be. It can't be ruled out. Remember, he would have been 50 years old at this break-in.